4 phrases with incredible strength and energy, words capable of changing your life. I sincerely believe that these phrases can truly transform your entire life if you repeat them to yourself every day. The first phrase I recommend you repeat every day: I came into this world for a reason. This phrase makes you search for your mission, your purpose. This phrase makes you seek the point of maximum effort. The thing is, without this phrase, you will feel like a person not attached to anything, just like a weather vane in the wind. Sways depending on the wind. You must start shaping your own life. You should not be captive to events. You must start shaping the events that will happen around you. And for this, you need to clearly understand why you came into this world. The Chinese have a good saying, a ship without a goal has no favorable wind. So for your entire life to be effective, you need to clearly understand why you came into this world. Albert Einstein also said a good phrase: do not strive to be successful, strive to make your life meaningful. Therefore, this phrase, I came into this world for a reason, it is the trigger that starts your inner search for the answer to the question, why do I live? What is all this for? Why do I need money? Why do I need a business? What is the purpose of all my activities? And when you embark on this path, you will end it by coming to the necessity of defining your mission, the point of applying your efforts and focusing precisely on that. This will fully unlock all your talents. This will fully utilize all your abilities and your entire temperament for accomplishing just one thing, your mission. Believe me, this will lead you to fantastic results. When people ask me if I have spent my whole life on self-development and reflection, I answer no. I lived an ordinary life in the village. I finished a rural Kazakh school and after graduation went to work as a shepherd, and many know this story. One hot day I was herding sheep, looking at the steppe. There was a heat haze rising and a sharp thought pierced me. Did I really come into this world just to herd my food? And this one thought, like a stone rolled down a mountain, triggered an avalanche. Since then, I have never stopped, and everything I have achieved today is the result of that first stone. So every morning, start with the phrase, I did not come to this world in vain.
There is a question. Surely many people will object upon hearing such a thought, saying, well, if everyone thinks like that, then there will be no janitors, plumbers, or simple carpenters left in the world. Everyone will be thinking great thoughts and will quit their jobs. Who will then wash our floors and fix our chairs?
Many people believe that a mission is something lofty, something elevated that only applies to major figures like the Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, and so on. No, in reality, a mission is service. It is the meaning of your entire life. Let me tell you a parable. One day a monk with his disciple was passing by a church and asked a builder who was repairing the church, "What are you doing?" To which the builder said, "Well, I am taking concrete, mixing it and laying it on the wall, and in this way I kind of plastered the scene." The monk and the disciple move on, and they met a janitor on their way, and the monk asked the janitor the same question, "What are you doing?" To which the janitor replied, "I clean the road to the temple every day." He could have said, "I sweep the trash," but he said, "I clean the road to the temple every day." So a mission is not necessarily about something lofty or unattainable. A mission is about how you relate to the things you do. On one hand, you can do routine tasks and think they are not needed by anyone. On the other hand, when you attribute spirituality and high significance to any of your actions, behind every simple task lies a great deed. The second powerful phrase that can change your life and that you should repeat to yourself every day, every morning, goes like this: the world is full of wonders. The problem for many people is that, especially atheists, is that they say, first show me the wonders, then I will believe in them. But in reality, the world is arranged differently. First, you must believe, and after that, miracles will happen to you. Miracles? What are miracles? The main feature of miracles is that they come exactly when you need them, and precisely at the moment when all odds say it's impossible. That's why they are miracles. When you tell yourself every morning that the world is full of wonders, you open a window of opportunities. You open a window through which miracles enter your life. Here I am, despite all my systematic nature, technicality, and so on, I allow and generally assign miracles a huge role in my life. Because so many miracles have happened in my life that for me it is as true as any laws of physics. It is very important to pay attention to signs. And it is very important to believe in miracles. When miracles happen to you, people who don't know, they say you just got lucky. So what is luck? Look at how people reason. They reason from the perspective of the laws of probability theory. Well, I don't live in a world of probability theory, I live in a world of miracles. And miracles happen against all probabilities. And here it's very important to understand this thing. What is luck? Here is my definition. Luck is a favorable combination of temporal and spatial circumstances. It's what is commonly said. He was in the right place at the right time. But being in the right place at the right time, isn't that a miracle? Therefore, the second phrase that you should repeat to yourself every morning and just make it part of your DNA goes like this. The world is full of miracles. Believe in it, and may miracles be with you. I am sure that miracles have happened in each of your lives. You just attributed them to coincidences, some favorable circumstances, or luck, as people usually say. There is a phrase that I like, it goes like this, that people call a lucky chance that situation when they do not know what the Almighty is doing. In reality, it is the Almighty arranging everything for us, which is why we cannot explain how it happens. So we just say, it's just a coincidence. In fact, coincidences also have their own patterns. Please write in the comments all the instances when miracles happen to you. Just write and notice that they always came to you exactly when you needed them. And secondly, they always came to you when there was the least chance. So always leave room for miracles. Please write in the comments, we will read them. It will be very interesting, and read what happened in the lives of other people. And you will understand that this is as much a part of our reality as everything material. The third phrase I would like to tell you about today, which can radically change your life, is that what happens to you does not depend on your goals, but on your intentions. The fact is, the Almighty judges us, people, by our intentions. In Islam, it is said that if a person plans to do something bad but does not do it, it is recorded as one good deed. If a person intended to do a good deed but did not do it, it is recorded as one good deed. And if a person intended to do a good deed and did it, it is counted as from 7 to 700 good deeds. So the Almighty judges us by our intentions. Accepted, and people judge each other by their deeds. That's the big difference. So until you deeply realize and understand that what happens to you is not what you set as your goal, but what is your intention, life will be difficult for you. So remember this phrase. For example, Kazakhs have an expression. First, correct your intention. Uzbeks and Kazakhs have an expression that is como a good intention is half of wealth. Why is it said so? Because in one of my videos I talk about the power of intention and how it works, and about the power of external forces. When you sit on the couch and make a good intention, the world is already running towards you. Already in this world, everything is turning in your favor. And in fact, just by making a good intention for yourself, you have made it so that by 50%, the world has already prepared surprises for you. You are still sitting on the couch and someone is already thinking already to offer you some deal, or maybe at the same time some courier is already knocking who will deliver some letter to you, or well, you don't see what is happening in this world. Therefore, the right intention itself already triggers the mechanism of external forces working in your favor, because the Almighty is on your side. The fourth, very powerful, energetic phrase that can change your life goes like this: I am responsible for everything that happens to me, and only what I think about happens to me. From the very beginning, try to control your thoughts. Or you could say, if you can't control your thoughts, then focus less on bad thoughts and concentrate on good thoughts. Whatever you pay attention to always grows. Therefore, If you focus on good thoughts grow. And then the rule works. Show a good thought, reap an action. Show a good action, reap a habit. Show a good habit, reap a character. Show a good character, reap a destiny. It is very important to understand what to focus on and to take responsibility for everything yourself. Those people who blame others for their troubles, failures, and so on never achieve anything. How does it work? For example, if you think you are poor because the government is bad, then why should you change? It's the government that's bad, it should change. If you say your business isn't growing because your employees are bad, then why should you change? It's them who are bad, they should change. When you take responsibility upon yourself, you thereby start the flywheel of self-development. You start the flywheel of change. When you say that I am poor, I am to blame, and I am fully responsible for this, it immediately raises the next question. What do I need to do to become rich? Or what do I need to do so that it doesn't bother me? In this way, when you take responsibility upon yourself, you start the flywheel of change in your life. Whatever you do, whatever happens in your life, even lightning doesn't strike just like that. Lightning strikes only the person who happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. If you are inside a house during a storm, lightning cannot strike you. It is your responsibility where you are at this moment. Therefore, repeat this phrase every morning. I am responsible for everything that happens to me. This is the fourth phrase I wanted to tell you about. Remember all these four phrases, repeat them every day, and I'm sure in a year you won't recognize yourself. And subscribe to my channel.